while I take roll, you guys need to be working on your bell ringer. How can you tell if your seed is germinating? So go ahead and write down your thoughts in your notebook.
Alrighty. I already did that. Hey, you need one?
Hunter? Number counting here?
He's at work.
Jacob, how can you tell if the seed is germinating?
If it's growing.
If it's growing, what part of the seed should be growing?
The stem should be coming out of the dirt.
Yep, the radical. We call that the radical. It's like a yellowish green, very light colored yellow, kind of turning green, should be coming out of the soil. Okay? You guys remember that from greenhouse A if you had it? Awesome. Any questions? If your seeds haven't come up after probably, I would say, 4 weeks, it's not going to germinate. So it's already dead. I mean, say a little prayer, have your plane's funeral, and move on. Nothing's going to happen. Seed's dead. Not viable. Any questions over your bell ringer? Today, you guys are going to be able to explain and analyze 4 kinds of pests in the greenhouse. That's why we have these microscopes. We're going to look at some of our plants in the microscopes and see if there's any kind of pest, diseases, or anything that may be wrong with it. We're going to cover whiteflies, aphids, mites, and if we have time, scales through our PowerPoints. You guys are going to be able to assess yourselves over these quizzes right here. When we get done with the notes, you can use your notes to help you fill in the blank or answer the true and false question. Your blank sheet of paper, I want you guys to hold your blank sheet of paper up like this. And fold it in half. Hamburger style. Have half a sheet of paper. Fold it again. It's going to be in quarters when you open it. This is going to help you take notes today and help you in your lab activity with the microscopes. You can either keep it folded or open it up.
That is like this?
Yes. You should have 4 boxes on each side. Good? Good to go? Thumbs up if you're good. Okay, awesome. Brighton, tell me what we learned yesterday. Gotta think back. A long time ago. Okay, what about the bees? What did we learn about the bees? help them out. What did we learn yesterday? Parts of an insect. We specifically, you guys were looking at a bee. Parts of an insect. Today we're going to go a step further. You guys are going to be able to describe 6 different mouth parts that the insects can damage the leaf structure or the stem of the plants. And then specifically, you'll get to understand 4 different types of insects with what their mouth part entails. On the front of or one of your boxes, either the front of your book or on one of your boxes, I want you to write down the 6 different mouth parts.
Okay.
6 different mouth parts.
Which box?
This one right here.
Oh.
I'm gonna use our little booklet.
Like the front part? You want it on the front? You want them on the front?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Most of these mouth parts are self-explanatory, but we're going to go over each one individually.
Are self-explanatory.
Nick, get up. Get to right. We're learning. Focus now. All right. Click.
Wait, no, I haven't done it all.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Okay, I got it. I got it now.
See what you want. For what? Why? Who gave you permission?
What?
Who gave you permission? Well, Coach James isn't here and I'm not up there. So the answer's no.
Oh, there's one. The safety guy out there. Or hey.
Here, make sure these are in my hand. Okay, click. All right, the first type of mouth part we're going to discuss is chewing.
You want us to write it down?
Know that chewing pinches or bites off. The insect is going to pinch or bite off.
Okay. Where should we put that? Or where should we put that?
Next page.
You mean in or this, can you...
Sarah, say this part was bitten off, all this brown part, that would be chewing. Dulip, what type of insects would chew the most on foliage? Grasshoppers. Caterpillars, most likely. You guys will be learning about caterpillars tomorrow. Crickets. You guys seen those big cave crickets? They infest my house in summer. No.
Kind of gross.
They're nasty little creatures. Like this big. They climb on the walls. Making sure you do your stuff. What, Joe?
Ladybug infestation, like everywhere, like lakes over.
Yeah. Or tobacco insect. You guys been around tobacco? The big green looking caterpillars. My sister and I used to take clay pigeons and smash them and watch all the liquid come out of them. I don't know why we used to do that.
Very loud, actually. Animal food. Good,
Know that chewing is going to bite or pinch off. That's what the insect is going to do to a leaf. So, if you see that there's some kind of insect that chewed through your leaf, I noticed some of the plants in the greenhouse had insect bites. These, however, do not. Do not. Click. Okay, next type. Braided.
Hey, this side, you mean this, ma'am? You mean this side?
What's the next type of mouth part?
Piercing, sucking.
Piercing and or sucking. Aphids. Know that aphids will pierce and or suck on your plants. It's going to actually go into the stem or the foliage all the way through. So that's why it really damages the stem or the foliage on your plants. And it's going to suck up all the nutrients that you need for your plant to survive. Nick, what's the difference between chewing and piercing? Good job. Good job. Piercing's going to put a small hole and take up all the nutrients. Chewing is just going to destroy the foliage or the stem. Click. Aphids. I'm going to get into more detail after we get through the mouth parts, but this is what aphids look like. So if you see something that's clear, has a yellowish tint, it's going to be pretty small. You have aphids on your plant. They like, you guys remember when we had them, they like to stay underneath the foliage and like the crevices right here. And if they're all bunched together, it's going to look white. And they feel really sticky and they're nasty. Click. Next type, Haley. What is it? Siphoning. What is the insect going to do? Going to suck the nutrients out of the plant with their saliva. Different than piercing. Siphoning, it's kind of like siphoning gasoline out of a pickup. Isaac, what type of insects are going to use a siphoning method? Butterflies, moths, most of the insects that are going to fly use a siphoning method. Questions so far? How you doing, buddy? Good job. Good job. Perfect. Sarah, thank you. Okay, click. Next one you have is lapping.
Should I put it in one of these?
Next one you have is lapping. What's lapping gonna do to the plant, Mariah? Yep, any liquid that's exposed on the plant, it's gonna suck it up. Do you notice ants? They carry like little leaf parts of the leaf. Have anybody watched the ants before? No? Yes? Maybe? Yes?
Yes,
No?
Miss Johnson.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. They chewed off the part of the plant, then they're going to take it to their colony and suck up all the liquid off of it. That's what they're doing. Are you guys tired because it's a Wednesday? I know Nick is, besides me. What, not much of the time? Are you? Click. Okay, next type, sponging. McNeely, what's sponging? What's the insect gonna do? Chewing and sucking. It's not only gonna chew up your plant, it's gonna suck all the nutrients out of it. Those nasty little insects called flies use the sponging method to damage your plants. And on livestock or animals, they'll chew the skin and sponge up all the blood or whatever they're trying to get out of the animal. Okay, next. Jenny, what's the next type of mouth part? What happens, Taylor, during rasping and sucking? It's going to suck up the sap. It's going to tear into the epidermis of the plant and suck up the nutrients again.
So I should put hair and suck.
You can put, that's fine. Tear the plant and suck up nutrients. Perfect. So you got the hang of this. Any questions over the mouth parts? Very important that you guys know that, to notice what's happening to your plant. Then you can differentiate what insect is doing what. That one looks pretty good. Where's the other? Questions? You notice when a mosquito bites you? It's piercing your skin. Yes. Good job, Taylor. The saliva on the mosquito does make you itch. Or any type. What? What about fleas? Click. Okay, click. We're doing the microscope lab. And next, we're gonna go to the Alright, you should have a worksheet that says actually quiz, so worksheet over. I guess you don't. Well, turn your spider mites worksheet over, the one that has a blank side,
Okay.
and write aphids on it.
Okay. Okay.
Spider mites worksheet, turn it over, and write aphids. I guess I forgot to put off the back side for you guys. Sorry about that.
Okay. On that side. I put, you want the definition?
Need you to know what an aphid is so you can be able to identify it in the greenhouse. Aphids are wingless insects. Right. Wingless insects. You guys remember when I freaked out when aphids was on the jade plant? Did any of you guys touch them? They have a squish, you can squish them because they're really soft bodied. Quick.
Okay.
They're going to start out green or yellowish in color. But when you get them all together, you can start seeing a little bit of white. Quick. Bad thing about aphids, when they reproduce, Nick, what's going to happen? have lots of babies very quickly. That's why you guys need to make sure you're doing your IPM every day. Quick. Isaac, what's a cool fact about aphids? You guys understand that? They're gonna give birth to young that are already pregnant.
So then how fast they reproduce, like day-wise, or does it not even take a day?
It doesn't even take a day. Not at all. So quickly. It's just like, you know, a cool fact about rabbits. I know this is greenhouse class, but rabbits, the reason the saying is reproduce quickly like rabbits is because in a human female, one of our uterine horns is cut off, so we can only send eggs through one of them. In a rabbit's, both their uterine horns are open, so they could send more eggs through it and quickly spit out babies. A human female can't do that because one of her uterine horns is closed. Rabbits, they both are. Aphids, they can give birth to pregnant young. Animals are weird, huh? Okay. Pretty cool. Click. We already know what type of mouth parts an aphid uses.
Okay. So we don't need that one?
You don't need that one. You already have that down. Click.
Okay.
We already know this too because it attacked our greenhouse. Aphids attack a variety of greenhouse plants.
Can you get rid of them?
Aphids, you can get rid of them. Any type of insect you can get rid of, you can spray pesticides on it. You just have to look at what the best type of pesticide would be. So you do a little bit of research. And you guys remember during safety how I taught you to record fertilizers? Any type of pesticide you use, it's got to be recorded. If not, EPA will come in and fine you. So you need to make sure if you're spraying for insects, you record all that information. Right, quick. Aphids. We're going to get through one more and then do a fun activity. I know we said we'll go through 4, but it's taking a little longer than I thought. We'll go through one more type of insect. Click. Mites. You should have a worksheet over mites. Yep, spider mites. Turn your aphid notes over. This is over spider mites.
Okay. So we're doing the two twin falls thing together?
Yes, we'll do it together.
Okay.
Spider mites. Why would it be called spider mites? Jacob.
They got 8 legs and they're related to
Yep. Comes from the same spider family. And they do have 8 legs. Do you think spider mites produce webbing on foliage?
I don't think. Well, I'm not.
There's spiders, I don't see why they would.
Are they a different breed? Are they different from the normal spider?
Nope.
So I guess they would do it then.
They would. They would. Spider mites will produce webbing on the foliage. It's going to be kind of hard to see because spider mites are really, really tiny. But, just like aphids live in that sticky substance, spider mites will also leave a sticky substance. If you look at the second bullet underneath mites, you can see the symptoms. Take a look at question 2 on your worksheet. Do those correlate? Symptoms on the PowerPoint to the symptoms on the worksheet.
So is mine is 2 true or false?
Well, look at the PowerPoint.
Mites are leaf tissue inside juice.
Spider mites consist of shoot holes in foliage. Damage to shoot holes.
It says the damage is including structure, leaves. If the damage is the leaves and juice, that's anything.
What do you think? True or false?
False.
False. Good job. Spider mites can damage shoot holes. Good job. Always got it right. True or false? Kirsten, what do you think? Can spider mites damage shoot holes? Think? Why would you say that? What are shoot holes? Huh? Dave, do you think they can damage it? How do you know if you don't even know what it is? Educated guess. Okay. Joe, what do you think?
I don't know. False.
Math.
It is false. The symptoms for a mite is they are going to damage the outside of the leaf. They will start causing the leaf to speckle.
I guess.
That was something. Causing the leaf to speckle. Mites will cause the leaves to yellow and defoliate. Do you guys remember the term defoliation from Greenhouse A? Defoliate. Leaves fall off. So number 2 is false. Number 2 is false. Just you guys got it right. Good job. Okay, look at question 3. Question 3. Spider mites damage can include a stippled yellow appearance.
It says speckle on there, yellow speckle. This is different thing.
Who knows what the term stippled is?
So is it?
It's another term for speckled. Stippled is little dots.
Okay. So it's true then?
It's true. Look at number 4. Spider mites is always going to damage the leaves. That's the focus, the leaves. So from what I just told you, answer number 4. Spider mites are always going to damage the leaves.
Okay. It also has not the.
It's always going to damage the leaves. That's it. That's all. There you go. Okay, number 5. Allie, read that for us. Okay, good job. There are 2 spotted spider mites or red spider mites, and they're the most serious greenhouse pests. Some of the mites will damage each other, others will just damage foliage. It depends on what variety you're using or dealing with, not using, what variety you're dealing with. So yes, they can damage each other and they can damage the foliage.
So it's true then?
True. Now, for the last question, before you have to draw a spider mite, think about what we talked during the lesson yesterday over environments. Was that yesterday? False. Good job. Good job, Emily. Last one is false. Why? Humid environments. A lot of insects like humid environments. Quick turn. There we go. Need you to do the best you can at drawing this sucker right here. You cannot see, you can move up forward. Draw it in your box. A spider mite has 2 dark spots on the back. That's how you can tell. They're really, really tiny. You're going to be able to see them underneath the foliage near the stem. So right here is where you're going to be able to see spider mites. They do look like spiders. They're going to be really, really tiny. Really tiny. When you get finished drawing, you can put your notes away. However, you will need your squares. So keep your squares out. Yes. Good job. On a spider mite, there are 4 legs in the back and 4 in the front.
I only see 2, more than 1. I can't.
2 here, 2 here. 4 here.
Those look like hairs. Wait.
These are legs.
No. The other.
Oh, no, legs.
Those look like legs. Wait, that. Okay.
You can put your worksheets away. You will need your squares. Jimmy, will you come up and write the report for me? Okay, in your squares, I want you to jot down what Jenny's writing.
Okay. Which ones?
On one of your squares. Doesn't matter which one. Pick one.
I'll take the empty one.
Awesome. Label this square microscopes. First thing you need to do is draw the good plants. Once you look at it underneath the microscope, draw the good plants. Right, draw a good plant. Okay, next one. What do you guys think they're going to do? Draw what? The bad plant. And last thing you will do with the microscopes is write one sentence over what you thought happened with the bad plant. Why does it look like it does? Who has used microscopes before? Very good. You got some talent. I'm not saying the rest of you aren't talented, but microscopes is not my strong suit. Alright, so I need 9 of you on one microscope, 8 of you on the other. We're going to have to take turns.
So we erase this bullet.
Yeah, erase that bullet. Brighton, will you come help set this one up since you have experience? You can move now. Pick one or the other.
So you want to?
This is what I have to do with any signs. We'll have to get your phone. In the library. Lost the bag department. We turned the lights on last time. You will need, do you have a phone? You will need that to put a light on it. Which one are we looking at, Joe? It helps you so take a look. Make sure you remember what the good one and the bad one looks like so you can draw it. just draw it on the same box on your worksheets. Make sure you label it. Everybody needs to look. Everybody look. No? No. Guys, do make sure you look at the good leaf, and then we'll switch it around and look at the bad one. Oh, good name. Trey, Sierra. Look.
It says, draw good plans for
Nick, come. Let's look. It's the plate.
Okay, come in here.
Come.
You see that okay?
Not a good, healthy plant.
That's all I saw.
Good eye. Good eye. You guys see the rope in this hole?
What if that was caused when you got it out?
Is everybody gonna change to look thunder? Did you look at a good plant? Everybody did? Okay. Next, the bad one. Drop me. Another one is up, huh? Guys get done drawing your two plants, write a sentence of why the bad plants look the way it does. Here.
I look at that, but it had a turn, so what goes with that be a good plan?
And that would be
What
the
do you
good
want us to
plant.
draw?
But it got a turn.
What do you want to draw the bad
That's the
one?
best plant we have. You can document that. You can document that. Say the healthy plant had its bears. Yes. Your sheets, your worksheet, like Mariah's doing.
Okay. Doesn't matter which one.
No.
I'll try to make them look good.
Do the best you can. When you guys get done, you can put your name on it. Pass it. Everybody get a chance? Nate, did you look at the bad plant? Okay, good. Thunder, did you get a chance to look at the bad one? Awesome. Sierra, did you get a chance to look at the bad plant? No. What you gonna do? That might be a bad one. Bad one. Kirsten, you turn this in. Take these back. No, it's just this.
Okay, how did you do
I wrote that, I think some kind of insect damaged it. I can't be sure how it was damaged.
We're not sure.
Not sure what insect, but I think an insect of some kind did it.
Good. Yeah, that looks good.
You have to put my name on it.
You guys are done. Write your name on it. You can pass it in.
Okay.
Brandon, how you doing? Wait for a second, we're all gonna go. No, those are for tomorrow. Keep your quizzes for tomorrow.
What is this?
Yep, your other worksheets. That's for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Thank you. Thunder, did you turn yours in already? Just turn this in. Everybody got their worksheets turned in? All right, we have about 7 minutes left. We're gonna go to the greenhouse to water your plants. Okay, quickly walk out there, check your plants, water them. You have not. Who hasn't finished planting the vegetables? Everybody finished?
We finished planting, right? Did I bring my stuff?
No. I'll leave the door open.
Leave it unlocked, okay. Leave it unlocked.
All right, how you feeling?
You don't want me to babysit? I'll be a good babysitter.
Allie.
What did I miss from yesterday?
I'm leaving.
We went over the parts.
Wait.
Yeah.
How do I do that? Don't be distracted.
I got distracted. What up, Skyline?
Then check your plants. You don't have a lot of time. Water them.
Surprise, there's a creeper
kid.
Get the water?
You're the guy on Project X.
Huh? Where do we get the water?
Water? John can help you set it up now.
Okay.
These look good. Oh,
Yeah.
Where's your plant?
They're back there. Hey, dude. We have plant. Well, I made the homes and you planted. Hey, remember, yeah, we got a bucket here.
These are looking good. Skylar, where are yours at?
Where's Mariah? Because I don't know where she put mine.
Would you mind standing in the water?
You care if
No, I can't. And I got some menders for the water hose that we menders so it stops leaking.
Miss John, can I come water too?
This day is pretty moist.
Pretty moist and they don't need water. If your soil's moist, remember it doesn't need water. You need to make sure you don't overwater them. Our marigolds are looking terrible.
How'd they get dry so quick?
Well, they get watered every day. I don't know why. They're like that.
There's a little guy. Some of these are, look how little that one is. Oh my gosh. I don't know why these look so bad. But there's mold on these. What's happening here? John, careful about the marigolds. They're starting to get mold on them.
Okay.
Thunder, how's it going?
Not yet. I'm trying to get operational first. Oh, that? No. Dirty enough yet? Dirty enough yet?
This is just for test.
Oh. Didn't think about that.
Have we got that to work?
It works.
There might be.
I need a hose. It's small enough to fit around this.
Did we not find any in here?
I didn't think about looking at that actually.
No. Because I think you took all the hoses for the hydroponics. There might be some in the garden
They're
shed.
too small, I think. Yeah, these ones go like right through.
What about the hose you have right there?
Those hoses are all the same size as this one.
And actually, that is supposed to be connected to the PVC pipe.
This one?
All right, we can go back, stop what you're doing.
So what,
Brayden,
you
would
want me
you
to take
care
the crap
to
out of it?
unlock the door? And leave those on my desk.